This is ridiculous. I don't know how your lawyers did this. They did a great job for you guys. And I will add that both of you sound remorseful, which is important to me. But you're going to kill somebody driving like a maniac like that. And I mean it. Or yourself. And you have a kid, Mr. Sala?
Yes, Your Honor.
Well, you don't want to leave him without a father, right?
Yeah, that job, because that job used to give up, just my foot was heavy, but we got fired from that job, so well, I'm not, and currently I'm not driving, so I'll just take a 4 month break
You did
from
the
everything I know.
you did the driver improvement course. Here's what I'm doing. I'll at least sound like I at least am pleased to hear that you two sound remorseful. But you just cannot do this. This is so incredibly dangerous. 12 months probation, both of you. Mr. Cayley's told me here that you did the online, or your lawyer said that. Mr. Cayley acknowledged that. Mr. Sala, and you did it awaiting the pretrial. 12 months probation. You two cannot leave the state without the consent of the court. You cannot violate any law or ordinance. If you change your address, place of employment, or home telephone number, you must notify probation. You have to report as directed. Mr. El Jalam, you're to take a driver improvement course. Driver improvement course. Both of you are to serve 5 days on the court work program and pay $35 a day for that, for a total of $175. And each of you are to do 2 days of community service, and that here is to be completed in this case. I'll give you until December the 1st. You're both to pay fines of $100, costs $125. 75 victims' rights fee, $50 justice assessment. So fines and costs are $350. Probation fees are $240 for 590. Court work program fees are $175 for a total of $765. You may be eligible for early discharge. No violations. You get everything done. 6 months from now, you can, by statute, apply for early discharge. If you violate, you could get 90 days in jail. You have 21 days to appeal. You have 14 days to apply for a court-appointed lawyer for purposes of appeal. I'm at least glad to hear that you guys sound remorseful, it sounds like to me, and that means a lot to me. But this is nothing short of ignorant. No more of this nonsense. All right, counsel. Mr. Dabolsky, Mr. Newman, tell me when your clients can pay these.
Your Honor, if I may, my client, Mr. Sala, he's currently living in Kentucky at the time.
For how long?
My client said he'll be able to pay today online.
Okay.
Right.
And then he's going to meet with probation. So have him call the probation department. Or why don't you do that for him, Mr. Dabolsky? It's 734-671-0201. Actually, I think they can instruct him set up the court work program now.
Okay.
But all right. So why don't you have your client stay? We'll put him in a breakout room, Heather. Your client's coming back to do the court work program. I don't mind if he stays in Kentucky for a while, but how long is he supposed to work in Kentucky?
Your Honor, I'm supposed to be here for about 3 to 4 months, just until I pay everything off.
I'll say this, can reside in Kentucky until November the 5th. Court work program to be scheduled for Mr. Sala after that.
Sounds good.
So you're going to have to come back here by November the 5th, and we'll schedule your court work program days.
Thank you,
Can
Your
your
Honor.
client
Thank
pay
you, Your
all
Honor.
this, Mr. Newman?
Yes, Your Honor.
So you can both pay it now. You can both stay online. We'll get probation to come on, so you don't have to fool with that, Mr. Dabolsky. Gentlemen, go ahead.
Thank you.
Can I get till Monday, if you don't mind?
I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time hearing him, Mr. Newman.
I need. Can I get until Monday, think?
Until Monday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a problem. You paid I'll just make it November the 12th, okay?
Sounds good.
I mean, I'm sorry, August the 12th. Jeez. August the 12th.
Sounds
Okay?
good.
Have a good
Yep.
day, guys.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Judge.
sir. Thank you. Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right. Tyler Wayne Sloan, 25F5170111, 25F5, and we will not have a trial of any kind. You understand that, Mr. Sala?
Yes, sir.
Mr. El Jala.
Yes, Judge, I understand.
All right, to the charge of drag racing. How do you plead, Mr. Sala?
Guilty.
Charge of drag racing. How do you plead, Mr. El Jala?
I'll plead guilty, Judge.
Were you at 2:25 in the morning, Mr. Sala, operating a motor vehicle on Will Carlton Road near John L. in the city of Flat Rock, County of Wayne?
Yes.
You said yes?
Yes, yep.
And were you operating that motor vehicle traveling 110 miles an hour in a 35 mile per hour speed zone?
Yes, Your Honor.
And that was at 2:25 in the morning on the 13th of June of 26, true?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. El Jalam, the charge of drag racing again, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Were you operating a motor vehicle on the 13th of June of 26 at 2:33 in the morning on Will Carlton near John L. in Flat Rock?
Yes, sir, I was.
And were you traveling 110 in a 35 mile per hour zone?
Yes, sir, I was.
Are you on probation or parole, Mr. El Jalam?
No, I am not.
Are you Mr. Sala? Are you on probation?
No, Your Honor.
I'm sorry. You're not on probation or parole?
No.
Anybody force you to plead guilty, Mr. El Jalam?
No, nobody forced me to do anything.
Mr. Sala?
No, Your Honor.
All right. I'm going to accept your guilty, please. Do you want to say anything? Accept your guilty, please, excuse me, to drag racing. Dismiss the original charge of reckless. Do you want to say anything? I'm ready for sentencing now, guys, if you are.
We're ready, Your Honor.
We're also
You wanna
ready, Your
say-
Honor.
Do you want to say anything regarding sentencing, Mr. Cayley?
No, Your Honor, I think you made it quite clear that I understand the threat of being the offense, and I hope these guys do too.
Well, they're going to when I'm done. Mr. Newman or Mr. Davolsky, I don't care who starts, gentlemen, but one of you can allocute for your client.
Judge, I'll allocute first, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Before the court, my client's 23 years old. He has, 24 years old. He has a clean criminal record. He understands and wishes he could relive this event. He understands that he's lucky that he didn't get into an accident. No one got hurt. He understands that his behavior was reckless. There's no excuse in the world for driving 110 and 35 miles an hour, and that comes out of my client's mouth. I mean, he knows that he's up against a serious situation here, and he would hope that the court would take his full record into consideration when imposing penalty. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Newman?
Your Honor, if I may, my client, Mr. Sala, he's explained to me how stupid his behavior was in the situation, Your Honor. He's told me that he definitely was not thinking at the time. He's 26 years old, Your Honor. He has one child. He has another child on the way. He has a wife that's currently living in the state of Michigan that he has to tend to. He understands that he's not a kid. That this matter right now has truly opened his eyes to the simple fact that it's not about him, that there's others that he has to think about, and that this is one of those situations where it's not going to happen again. He's told me he's terribly sorry. He's sorry for the court. He's sorry for whatever he's put everybody through. This is one of those situations, Your Honor, where Mr. Sala would like to also say a couple words of apology him apologizing to the court as to his actions. Mr. Sala, at this time, can you say a couple words, please?
Yes, I apologize for what I did, and I'll take full responsibility, and I'm willing to do whatever I can to fix. So, take classes, whether state classes. I just want to get
Wait,
my
you kind of
license
cut out
because I
there.
still have to
Wait. You kind of cut out there for a second. I heard your first part, and then you said, I'm willing to take responsibility or something like that. You kind of cut out. Can you repeat what
Yeah.
you were saying?
Yeah, I basically said like I take full responsibility, and I'm willing to do like classes or whatever I have to do to fix the situation. But I just didn't want my license getting suspended because I still got to take, go to my job and take care of my family and stuff like that.
Thank you, Mr. Sala.
Jeez. I'd love.
Yes.
Mr. Al-Jalem, do you have anything you'd like to say?
Yes, Judge, I am very sorry with the mistakes that I made that night. I know one little mistake could have ended my life, let alone another life. Anybody crossing the street. I just want you to know that I am very deeply sorry. And also, I am going to school for truck driving at the moment. I'm then like
Say that again, you're going to school for what?
truck driving, like CDL.
Okay.
I'm like about like a week and a half, almost 2 weeks done from being finished. So like in this like time of life is like probably like the worst thing that can happen. So like again, I'm very genuinely sorry about everything that happened.
Well, I'll tell you guys something. You cannot do this, Mr. Salim. You cannot do this, Mr. Al-Jalem. I mean, this is the equivalent, as far as I'm concerned, when you are driving 75 miles over the speed limit in a 35 mile per hour zone. It's the equivalent, as far as I'm concerned, of driving about 180 on I-75. 17013.
Morning, Your Honor. Peter Bernard, P78413, and my name is the counsel for Mr. Sloan.
Hi, Mr. Sloan, your name?
Tyler Sloan, good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. He's going to plead to retail fraud, and there's agreed upon restitution in the amount of $309.96. Is that true?
Yes, Your Honor.
And that is to be paid to, that's a Myers, right?
I believe so, yes.
Hi. Is that what you agreed to, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you plead guilty to retail fraud, the penalties are up to 500. This is under local ordinance, 500 fines, 90 days jail, costs are all those. There's agreed upon restitution amount of $309.96. You understand and agree to those terms?
Yes.
And that's on 25F517011. And then on the other case, they're going to go ahead and dismiss that once you plead on it. Do you understand and agree to that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You are presumed innocent. They have to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. The right to remain silent, right to a trial by court or jury, right to question their witnesses, to bring in your own, to use the subpoena powers of the court to bring in those witnesses, and to testify or remain silent. If you remain silent, that silence would not be held against you. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
Now, I'm going to ask you how you plead with respect to 25F517011, offense date July 23, 25.
Guilty.
And then let me just double check something. All right. Were you at the Myers 26100 Breland Road? I'm sorry. Yeah, in the city of Flat Rock. That's a Myers, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you walk in there on July 23, 25 at approximately 9:45 in the morning?
I did.
And what did you do that makes you think you're guilty of retail fraud?
Both a few items.
You took $309.96 worth of items and walked out of the store without paying for them. Is that fair?
Yes.
12-hour surgery and radiation. After the surgery, she refused to take a lot of painkillers, even though they were offered to her, because she was concerned about relapsing back to an opioid issue. We would ask that if the court, I did have a chance to look at the recommendations that were made by the probation department, and we would ask that the outpatient substance abuse be continued with her doctor, Dr. Koala. I do have his phone number, and again, he's in Livonia. He's a substance abuse specialist. He's a psychiatrist, and like I said, Jan has been being treated by him for almost 16 years. Additionally, she has been attending AA meetings at a church by her house. That would be Rockwood First Congressional Church, and she's been attending at least once a week, Your Honor.
And you've seen proof of that, right?
I have, Your Honor. She has a little booklet. It's kind of unusual because, you know, I'm sure the court knows people usually get a sheet during probation where they can have other people sign. But she has a little book where she had other attendees sign, and she shared that with me today.
Okay. Anything else?
We would just ask that she be put on probation. We would ask maybe probation for 6 months, Your Honor. And I would indicate that whatever fines or costs were imposed, Jan believes that she will be able to pay all or most of them today.
Okay. Ma'am, anything you'd like to say?
This is so out of character of me, especially the drinking, as she implied. I honestly drank more before I was 21 than I ever did afterward. Our father was an alcoholic and we lost him to that. So this event was a very isolated event, and I can't blame it on just having a bad day. I have more self-control than that, but I'm very ashamed of myself, and I have no intention of ever letting this happen again. And I'm willing to do whatever I need to do to make you understand that, see that I mean what I say. And I'm very, very sorry.
15 months probation. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate any law or ordinance. If you change your address, your place of employment, or home telephone number, you must notify probation. You do have to report as directed. I want to make sure this doesn't happen again. You had one, and I know it was almost 20 years ago now, but I'm concerned about the drug use, and I get it. I get it. You've been treating, but to me, in this instance, it looks like alcohol could be a replacement for something else that you're using, which was even worse.
Judge, may I interrupt just for 1 minute? One more thing. Ms. Powell is, she does take Suboxone as a means to control her addiction to heroin as well. So
I understand, and Suboxone, as long as it's prescribed, that's fine.
Oh, it is, right.
Right, so, no alcohol, no illegal drugs, no marijuana.
No problem.
You're not to go to any place that sells or dispenses alcohol as its primary source of business, or any place where drugs are being sold or dispensed that are illegal in nature. Submit to chemical testing, PDTs and ETGs. I'm gonna make it weekly for 2 months. If you're clean, I'll make it monthly. Kratom, poppy seeds, and CBD oils are prohibited. Consuming food or other items containing those substances will be deemed a violation. I'm in order that you attend AA once a week for 2 months. You can talk, I'm in order outpatient treatment. And then you can talk to probation about this gentleman, Dr. what's his name? Koala. And I'm sure that won't be a problem. Attend the victims impact panel, serve 6 days jail credit, 1 serve 5. I'll let you serve those by way of community service, 40 hours community service. Complete those by May the 1.
Okay.
Fines $300, costs $300, $75 victims' rights fee, $50 justice assessment, 7 1/4 screen fee, $60 for 785. Probation fees are $300 for 1,085, and you have cost of recovery of $150.
The total is $1,085?
No, the cost of recovery are added in. $1,235 is the total.
$1,235.
If you violate, your probation could be revoked. You could be incarcerated for 90 days, 21 days to appeal. You have 14 days to apply for a court-appointed lawyer for purposes of appeal. You may be eligible for early discharge. By statute, you are entitled to that. If you comply, everything's done. You haven't had any violations within the preceding 90 days. In 7.5 months, you can request early discharge, and by law, you're entitled to it so long as you meet the requirements. Do you understand the sentence of the court? Do you have any questions?
Your Honor, will we receive
Yes.
these conditions?
Yes, I've written them all out. Probation will go over those with her. Okay? And she can pay all this now?
I believe so, Your Honor.
Okay, is that right? You can pay this now?
Yes.
If you can't, tell me. I don't want to put you in a bind.
No, I can do that.
Okay, all right, so you can pay this now, go down the hall, take care of that, then you'll go over to probation, all right?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. You
Thank
too.
you, Judge.
Thank you. Nice to have you here.
Thanks, Pepper.
Wachowski, Charles Vincent Wachowski, file 26F246615, A and B. Your name, sir?
Charles Vincent.
You're charged with operating while intoxicated and leaving the scene of a property damage accident. You do have the right to an attorney. Would you like an attorney? Okay, we will set you up. You go out in the hallway. You're entitled to a lawyer today. And if it doesn't resolve today, you'll have to fill out a petition for one, okay?
Yes.
So you can go right out in the hallway and he'll set you up with a lawyer. Good luck.
Thank you.
Iola Roque, Victoria Renee Ayala Roque, 26F246190. Mr. Boulahanis, good morning. Your name?
Good morning, Your Honor. Greg Boulahanis, P36431, on behalf of Victoria Ayala Roque.
Your name, ma'am?
Victoria Ayala Roque.
I'm concerned. Did we talk about sobriety court on this one?
No, we did not, Your Honor.
I think she should do this. The more I look at this file, I really do. Have you talked to her about sobriety court at all or not really?
No, I mentioned it to
Seven, she in
her.
her second one, she's driving around, I mean, falling on the ground, I cannot, she's gonna have to get into sobriety court or she might not like what I'm gonna do. I can give you a week to think about it, 2 weeks to think about it. She also had an MIP, which I'm not, that's not the end of the world, but that was 8 years ago. And then the other operating while impaired 4 years ago, rather. So
Was it in
I'd like you
21,
to-
Your Honor, or 22?
it was in 22.
The impaired?
Yeah, her prior.
Okay.
You seem like you have reservations about this. Tell me. Mr. Bo-
Yeah, Your Honor, she doesn't have a vehicle now. Is that right? She doesn't have a vehicle. So my only reservations is I would, I think sobriety court's a good idea, but I think that there's gonna be might be a transportation issue for the number of times she's gonna have to appear in court and do
What
specific.
happened to, well, she's revoked now, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
So
No,
what?
she didn't, there was someone else's vehicle that she was
Yeah, I
driving,
see that.
if you
I
recall
see
that.
And
Yeah.
Austin Woods. Who's Austin Woods?
I think it was a friend of hers, Your Honor. And
like
Your Honor,
it.
I think it was Austin Woods was the one falling on the ground.
Yeah,
that's
I
what-
see, but they were both highly intoxicated is all I'm saying. I mean,
Your Honor, I have confident, well,
she's 27. Listen, I'll be glad to sentence her now if you want, but she might not like what I'm gonna do. Do I need to be more clear than that?
no, I know, I understand, Your Honor. Can I have a second with her? Just
Yeah,
one
but
second.
But listen, if you want, I can adjourn this 2 weeks and you can handle it that way too. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
will be glad to put you in, I'll be glad to go off the record. I'll call that case later and we'll go from there, okay?
Okay, Your Honor, I'm just looking at my schedule in 2 weeks, that's all.
We'll
Um,
talk to her now and see what you
is
want
there-
to do and then we'll
is there-
come back to you, okay?
Is there a date other than a Thursday that we can do this, Your Honor? Like, could we do it?
I can accommodate you. I'm not married to Thursdays. I know it's a Flat Rock case, but that's fine.
Could we do Tuesday, August 18th?
Well, Tuesdays are kind of tough. What about, can I do it on a Monday, Heather?
We could do it on the 17th if he's available.
I can do it on, I can do it on the 17th at 8:30, if we can do it at 8:30, Your Honor, because I have an in-person sentencing in, Allen Park at 10.
That would be perfect if we don't start our department reps till 8:45.
All right, we'll do it August 17th. Okay, at 8:30 in the morning.
Okay, thank you so much, Your Honor.
And you can take your time. Young lady, I hope you heard what I'm telling you here. This one worries me. Okay? I didn't hear you, ma'am.
I hear you, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay. So try to figure out the transportation issues. You're all set. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a good day, Mr. Woolahanas.
You too, Your Honor.
Jeez. How did I let this one get by? Jeffrey Vance. People against Jeffrey Scott Vance, 267-703-966.
Good morning, Your Honor. William Maines on behalf of Mr. Vance. Mr. Vance, state your name for the record, please.
Jeffrey Vance?
So, a couple things.
Yes.
Thought we struck this, didn't we? It says if the defendant is terminated from sobriety.
No, you struck that.
Well, oh yes, I did. Thank you.
Yeah.
I wasn't sleeping that day.
No.
You still got your work cut out for you on this one. I want you to understand.
Yeah.
He's fleeing and eluding. He's got a third offense. He's got a 267. He's been very good.
Oh, yeah.
I've enjoyed having him, but I'm just telling you, you got your work cut out for you. Have you had a chance to review this report and a recommendation with your client?
We have.
Any material additions, corrections, or deletions?
No corrections or deletions, Your Honor. We're asking him to be admitted to the sobriety court.
All right. What else would you like to tell me, Mr. Mays?
No,
I
think that he's going to be a good participant.
I'm
in the
just
sobriety court program
telling
this
you, I'm inclined to send him to jail is what I'm trying to tell you.
Oh, well,
So-
you shouldn't do that, Judge. The whole point to sobriety.
You don't have to lecture me
I
about
know.
the point to sobriety court. The point is, he had a 267.
Yeah.
He was fleeing and eluding the police. And
Well,
this,
it's
hang
illegal.
on, whatever. You get my point.
Yeah.
You got a good deal for him. He hasn't had one, I'll grant you, in 16, 17 years, but he had one in 2000, one in 2009. And I don't like the conduct on this particular date with a 267. So you don't want to say anything else, you don't have to.
Judge, I don't know if there's much else to say. I mean,
I got it.
This is, the whole point of the sobriety court program is to offer these incentives and disincentives. And he's shown himself to be amenable to this type of a program. I mean, this is one of the rare exceptions where a person is clearly not doing this to get their driver's license back. Because I think that at worst, he was looking at a 30-day suspension as opposed to a revocation. This is a person who's embracing the sobriety court program. So he's made those proactive steps. Insofar as the fleeing and eluding, I mean, the truth of the matter is that when a person is intoxicated, the police are specifically trained to look for a person who has no response or delayed response and all that. The prosecutors want to drop the fleeing and eluding. They were all tore up over that, so they gave us the attempt. My opinion is, this is my personal opinion, that the drunk driving is more, important in this.
Well, of course it is.
Yeah, and addressing the underlying substance abuse issue is the more important issue in the case, and that's exactly what he's doing. I mean, so the whole idea of recidivism and getting the proper treatment is what permeates the whole sobriety court program doctrine, and that's what Mr. Vance is doing. So I would ask.
I appreciate you,
Yeah.
Mr. Mays, but you know I've been doing this a long time.
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
But
You
from
don't
the
need to-
bench, sometimes you don't pick out the bad eggs. I've seen them. Mr. Vance is not one of the bad eggs. He's one of the guys that's going to actually take.
I don't pick out the bad eggs. What do you-
No, I've seen them. I can't say anything. I can't say anything. But Mr. Vance is the person who's actually embracing the sobriety court program. And that whole program is tailored to ensure that it never happens again.
Anything you'd like to say, Mr. Beans?
Sorry.
It's still a third offense.
Yep.
I get the fact that you're delayed, but I mean, that the other ones were, I cannot, here's what I'm doing. 2 years probation. I'm going to take you into sobriety court. I'm glad to take you into sobriety court. And then I'm going to run the terms and conditions of the attempt flee and elude 4 concurrent with these. You're to comply with all agreements, guidelines, and requirements as indicated in the sobriety court participant handbook. 24 months probation. You're not to leave the state without the consent of the court. You're not to violate any law. Change your address, your place of employment, or home telephone number. You must notify probation. You have to report as directed. No alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal drugs. You're not to go any place that frequent any place that sells or dispenses alcohol as its primary source of business. I'm not going to violate you if you walk into a 7-Eleven, but if you go into a bar, that's a different story. You submit to chemical testing, PBTs and ETGs on demand of the probation officer and the sobriety court judge. You're to complete 60 more days on the sober link. You're to attend AA meetings 3 times a week and provide written proof of attendance. You're to obtain an AA 12-step sponsor, attend all substance abuse treatment at a facility approved by probation. You're to attend the Victims Impact Family. You're to attend and complete the Armed Specialty Court weekend program. You're to report the sobriety court status review hearings with me every 2 weeks. You're to obtain and maintain employment with proof provided to the probation officer. You are to pay, and by the way, they insist in this plea agreement of 500 costs, fines of 200, costs 500, 75 victims' rights fee, $50 justice assessment. So far you're up to 8.25. You have probation fees of $480, bringing your total to $1,305. You have $360 in sobriety court fees. Stay with me on this one, Heather, will you please? $1,665. You have screening fee of $60 for $1,725. I'm ordering 18 days jail. I'm giving you credit for 1 day served. I'm going to order that you serve 5 now, that you serve 6 days on the court work program, and that you serve 6 days of community service. So it's 5 days jail, 6 court work, and 6 days community service. I'm going to give you, because you're going to be busy. So community service, I'm going to give you all the way to be completed by, I'm going to say January the 5th of 27. We're going to schedule you for your 6 days on the court work program. There's a $35 a day charge for that, bringing the total there to $210. So I'm going to have to add these again, Heather, if you, I think it was, I was at, I think it's $1,935.
That's correct, Judge.
1935. You have 21 days to appeal, 14 days to apply for a court-appointed lawyer for purposes of appeal. Do you understand all that? And you understand that if you violate, you could get 1 year in jail on this, correct? With credit for 1 day served. And then on the attempt, plea, and elude, I'm going to simply run all terms and conditions concurrent, all the fees I'm imposing on the other case. So there won't be probation fees, screening fees. I'm not going to assess the 75 and 50. I'm simply going to go 50 fines, 150 in costs, $200, all terms concurrent with the OWI. So you're with the OWI second with high BAC. So you're in custody for 5 days. You'll do 6 days court work, 6 days community service. Any questions? Does he have all this to pay?
A report date for the jail?
Nah, he's gonna go today. He's gonna
He's
go.
got some things on.
What do you have today?
I also play music for extra money, and I have a private party in Roseville
When?
on Saturday.
Where?
Actually, not Roseville, Gibraltar, I'm sorry, Horse Island,
Where?
house,
You're hired to do that?
yes.
Okay, I'll let you report on Monday, okay? He's to report on Monday, and I'm not gonna be here, Heather, so you're gonna have to fill out, we're gonna have to get the, maybe Judge Hessen can sign it. Report date will be, that'll be August the 10th, okay?
Okay, and you want him to report to the court or the Wayne County Jail?
Here, you're gonna report here, okay, at 8:30 in the morning. Okay? Wish you well.
Thank
Mr.
you.
Mays, have a great, thank you. Thank you. Okay. And by the way,
Yes,
is he gonna pay all this?
you need a payment plan?
Yes.
Come on back up here. Okay, how much do you have today?
I can give you, what do you say?
300? I'll tell you what, I'm just gonna have him pay the attempt, flee, and elude today.
Okay.
That's 200. I'm gonna have him pay 100 now on the OWI second with high BAC. How much can you afford to pay weekly or bi-weekly?
I could probably do everything online, I could probably pay it all in a couple of weeks.
You sure?
Yeah.
I don't want to put you in a bind with this. Balanced by, I'll say by September the 15th. If you need more time, call the court. We'll set up a payment plan, okay? Best of luck. Have a good day. Thank you. James Lewis, 26R514806A and B. All right. How you doing, Mr. Lewis? Good. What are you driving like a maniac for? What's your name?
James Lewis.
Why are you driving like this?
I really had no excuse for it.
Well, yeah, I guess. You're gonna pay some extra fines here.
Yeah.
You're gonna plead to impeding, we're gonna dismiss the speeding, right?
Yes.
How's your record?
I think as far as I know.
Just to remind you, you got a speeding ticket last year. And
That was taken care of this morning.
I'm talking about in Lincoln Park.
Yes.
So that's not a clean record if you had a speeding ticket last year, is it?
Oh,
Or did you misunderstand my question?
I just misunderstood.
And you had a hazardous action number for improper lane use in 2024 to the charge impeding. This says you're going to plead to impeding an expired plate. That's what you want to do, right?
Yes, sir.
To the charge of impeding traffic, responsible or not responsible.
Responsible.
And to the charge of
Yeah.
expired plate, responsible and not responsible.
Responsible.
Pleas are accepted, 190 on the impeding, 135 on the expired plate, 325. Slow down, will you please?
Yes, sir.
Have a good day. You can pay those now?
Yep.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Keith Salisbury. 26R514833A and B. How you doing there? Bad. Your name?
Keith Salisbury.
All right. What are we doing? What are you doing here?
Very dumb idea.
It's a very dumb idea. What does that mean? It means you were crossing a railroad crossing with what? The bells ringing and the signs and the rails down?
Yes, Your Honor.
Why are you doing that? I gotta take you in and show you a video. We have videos from 30 years ago. And I mean like damage to cars and faces and people. You follow me? Use your brains, will you? You're a nice looking kid. You're gonna plead to impeding. You're not gonna do this again, right? Right?
No, you're not.
All right, to that charge, impeding, responsible or not responsible? Please accept it. I'm dismissing the graduation of the violation of graduated license permit on motion of the prosecutor, and I'm also dismissing the failure to obey railroad crossing restrictions, $150. You're only 16, right?
Yes, sir.
What are you driving? Huh? Where do you go to school at? What year are you? So you got 2 more years?
Yes,
You got
sir.
any sports or anything?
Yeah.
What?
Baseball, basketball, tennis.
Go down the hall and pay. Get out of here. Do not come back on stupid things like this, okay?
Yeah.
Good luck. Which one do you have again? Oh, John. Let me see here. This one has to go. All right. Where are the cases with Mr. Newman and Mr. Sala at? Is your lawyer with you, Mr. Sala?
He's still in the breakout room meeting with the prosecutor. They're not together.
Okay. Why? I mean,
Good question, Judge.
Kentucky, because I lost my job because of what happened that day. So I needed something to pay for the
well, I
court
don't want you
and,
to say
the
anything. I
lawyer
just didn't
fees and
know what. Okay. Just hang on. I don't want you to say anything. I just didn't want to keep you waiting there. Alexis, Rachel,
Okay.
Lee, and Siler. 26W840-618A. 26B150604. 26W840-618R.
Good morning, Your Honor. Deanne with DLP 82378 on behalf of Siler. State your name. Oh, it's a Siler.
Ms. Siler. I think we're going to take her into sobriety court. This was a lengthy one.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, Your Honor.
But are you going to be serious about this?
Yes.
I'm sorry?
Yes.
Is that a maybe yes or is that a strong yes? Because I'm not going to be kind.
Wrong, yes.
So you reviewed this report with her, and are there any material additions, corrections, or deletions?
So, yes, we've reviewed the report, Your Honor. There are no material additions, deletions, or corrections. Most of it I'll just explain in allocution.
Okay, anything you would like to say?
So you kind of see, Your Honor, throughout the report, it says that Ms. Siler doesn't believe she has a problem with alcohol. Her family doesn't believe she has a problem. I think that the conversation was a little bit misconstrued. Ms. Siler does believe that she had an issue with alcohol, but the biggest issue is with controlled substances. So
Right.
that was what she was kind of trying to relate to the probation.
Right, I get it.
So and I know that Your Honor asked her, is she gonna be serious? We did have a conversation about that. She has a goal at the end of this, and I think that sometimes in sobriety court, once it's over, the goal is to go have a party. But I told her, maybe travel, make a plan as to what you're gonna do to congratulate yourself for completing sobriety court. So she has potential plans to get married once she completes the sobriety court. So hopefully she can get to that point instead of electing to go have a party after she's released from sobriety court. She's still not employed. She is looking for work. And Your Honor, last time we were in court, she did show me her AA sheets. One sheet was completely full. The other sheet was pretty much full. The last time she went was yesterday. She has a para recovery coach, the SUV wraparound. She does that once a week. She also has a psychiatrist that she sees once a month. So I do believe she's serious, Your Honor. She did go through Sacred Heart. She also has an SUV counselor that she also sees once a week. So it sounds like she's already doing a lot that she will still have to continue in sobriety court. Your Honor, thank you.
Is there anything you'd like to say?
Well, I'm nervous.
Why are you nervous?
I don't know, it's the whole new thing to start. It's like probation is a lot different. It's a lot more stuff to do.
Yeah, well, that's the purpose, because we want to make sure this doesn't happen again. You stick with heroin, you stay with heroin, you are going to, remind me, you're on Suboxone too, right?
Yes.
So my intent is to allow her to, we've gone back and forth on this. Allow her to take the meds, which as long as they're prescribed and in the dosages prescribed by physicians, both gabapentin, Klonopin, and then Suboxone, yes. So I'm gonna 2 years probation. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate any law or ordinance. You could change your address, place of employment, or home telephone number. You must notify probation. You have to report as directed. You may take those meds prescribed. In the dosages prescribed. Klonopin and Suboxone and gabapentin. Otherwise, no alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal drugs. Do not purchase, possess, or consume any of those. You're to submit to chemical testing upon demand of probation. That's going to be frequent. You're to submit to chemical testing, PBTs and ETGs, as I said. Complete 90 days on the sober link. Attend AANA 3 times a week. Obtain a sponsor, an AANA sponsor. Attend all substance abuse treatment at an approved facility. Attend the Victims Impact Panel. Attend the Victims Impact Panel. Attend and complete the Armed Specialty Court Weekend Program. Report to Sobriety Court Status Review hearings every 2 weeks. Obtain and maintain employment and provide proof of that. I'm going to go fines of $300. Costs $100. $75 victims' rights fee and a $50 justice assessment. So that's 5 1/4. You have probation fees of $480, which will take you to 1,005. Sobriety court fees of $360, which will take you to 1,365. Screening fee of $60 for $1,425. You are to complete, I'm going to order 8 days jail, 5 on the court work program, and 2 days of community service. I'll let you do in lieu of that. 2 days community service. I'm going to give you all the way until December the 28th to complete that. 5 days court work program. There's a $175 fee for that. What did I say it was before that, Heather? Geez, the 4.
It was.
Drag race.
It was 1425 before that.
So you got 175 in court work program fees. Your total $1,600. 5 days court work. So I'm giving you 8 days jail credit 1, 8 days jail credit 1, serve 7, and that's how I'll let you serve those. Okay, 5 court work. I think it's great that this is only a first offense of drunk driving or drug driving, and in this case, I just think it's great that you're getting in the program. We're going to get you off of this stuff. You got it?
Yes.
Your dad. That's your dad, right?
Yes.
Boy, he's been supportive, hasn't he?
He has, but he also, I guess you say it's called tough love. I don't know. He kind of threw me out of his house, and I guess he's giving me the coach folder.
Well, I'm going to go light on the no ops. 20 fines, 20 costs, 75 victims' rights, $50 justice assessment, 165 or 30 days. Or 30 days. And then on the other case, the civil infraction that they pled down, resist and obstruct, I'm going to charge you 100. So that's 265. Probation's going to set up the terms of payment on this. on all of these, Heather, okay? And we're all set. Anything else? I really want to work with you. Stay with me on this. You got it? Don't put yourself in a position where you're around that junk. You can die. What's that?
Phone's number, I don't have no contact with nobody.
Good, perfect. That's what we want. You're a nice kid. We're gonna straighten you out, okay?
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks. Doyle, Nicholas, Matthew, Springer, Doyle, 26G718-952. Is this a case that you've already had? Have we had a lawyer on this one yet? Meet with the defendant, Sergeant, or
They should have, Judge.
Your Honor, yes, he did already meet with the lawyer.
all right. I called this case 26G718-952. Your name?
Detective Sergeant Gary Robinson, Gibraltar Police Department.
Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear affirm under penalties of perjury the testimony you'll give in these proceedings be the whole true self you got.
I do.
Okay, go ahead.
On 8/3/2026 at approximately 2 p.m., officers were dispatched to 29940 Kingsbridge in reference to intoxicated subject. Officers quickly realized after arriving that it was a domestic violence situation. Mr. Doyle was said to have assaulted his girlfriend's son, Miles Myalley, and his own mother, Melody Springer, inside the apartment. Melody said that after Doyle assaulted Miles, she spoke up. She saw him grab him by the neck and push him. And then after she spoke up, Mr. Doyle pushed Melody Springer down to the ground. An argument ensued, and they attempted to leave the apartment. Doyle was highly intoxicated and making suicidal threats. Doyle pulled out 2 rifles, set them on his bed, and said, "I'm not going to be here any longer." Doyle stayed inside the apartment where Melody and Miles and Doyle's girlfriend, Jessica, exited the apartment, went outside and made contact with the police department. Doyle was held up inside the apartment for almost 2 hours while SWAT team and CNT showed up to talk to him to get him to come out. A search warrant was later conducted and 18 firearms were removed from the apartment. We did find 18 firearms.
Okay.
One of them was found fully loaded on fire with one in the chamber, a rifle that was pulled out. He does have a PPO violation out of the 38th District Court out of Monroe. He's not supposed to have any firearms, not to possess any firearms. I did just send that to the 38th Circuit Court this morning. I have not heard back, but they're gonna wanna probably arraign him or make some sort of movement on that.
How old is Miles Myalley?
I think it looks like he's 9 years old.
And how did he assault him?
He grabbed him and then pushed him. Grabbed him by the neck, shoulders, and then pushed him.
Any injuries to him?
No.
And how about Melody?
Melody said her back and she said her back and her butt hurts from falling to the ground.
I would like to speak to my lawyer. This is not what was.
Sir, be quiet, okay?
All right. Anything else?
Like I said, he was highly intoxicated. I think his blood was a 3.7 when they took him to the hospital after that.
Wow. Okay. All right. Based on your sworn testimony, I find that there's sufficient evidence to establish that the crimes. I'm surprised they didn't charge. He at one time lived with Melody, his mother, right?
Yeah.
They only, okay. I'm going to authorize on the domestic with regard to the child because they lived together, right? Him and his girlfriend and
Correct.
They didn't ask for domestic on the count 2, so I will authorize an assault and battery. I'm going to authorize the issuance of the complaint and warrant. All right, I've signed the complaint. You've signed the complaint. And I'm ready for arraignment on him.
Yep.
Mr. Crawford, your appearance?
Morning, Your Honor. Mike Hill Crawford, representing.
Right up to the left of the bench.
Sir, your name, please?
That's good.
Nicholas Doyle. Your Honor, my client would like to stay and meeting wait for him reviewing the charges.
I'm sorry, did I hear you state your appearance? Did you say it?
I did, but I'll say it again, Your Honor. Mike Hill Crawford, representing Mr. Doyle.
Not guilty, please entered. Anything you'd like to say regarding bond?
Well, no, Your Honor. I've just heard a variety of allegations. So I don't have a position to state for my client except to say he's asking for personal bond. He understands he can't have any contact with the alleged victim. So he would report that parties that the court might be concerned about don't reside at the residence at least any longer. The client's been in jail for 5 days now. The sole financial provider for the concerns. He needs to keep his job. He is concerned whether he still has it. He's been in jail for 5 days. He appreciates the seriousness of this matter, Your Honor, and he's looking forward to coming back to court, taking care of it.
Who is at that residence now, Sergeant?
That would be his girlfriend Jessica and the kids. I think there's 4 kids in total.
He's still there?
Are they? No, they moved in with their boyfriend.
Sir, you shouldn't say anything right now. I'm asking Sergeant Robinson. Is she still there and are her children still there?
Yes, they were there yesterday.
And whose apartment is that in? Whose name is that in?
It's my understanding, it's my client's.
I'm unsure whose name it's in. I do have some additional info for bond recommendations also when it's my turn, Your Honor.
Can you do me a favor right now? I want to have you call the victim and I wonder if she could zoom in.
Okay. I can try to make contact with her.
You have our Zoom ID, correct?
I do, yep.
Thanks. Ask her to zoom in. I'm going to go on to another case. We're going to pass this case momentarily.
All right, so right this way.
Aaron James Harper. Aaron James Harper. Which one do you have here, Mr. Dvolsky? I can't hear you.
Judge, I have, can you hear me now?
Yeah. Who do you have?
I have, Wasim Ajaham.
Did you talk to the prosecutor? Is that a pre-trial?
Yes, I talked to, Mr. Keeley.
All right, sir, your name, please?
Aaron Harper.
Oh, I see. We're gonna have to talk about this one. You and I and Mr. Haley. All right, you're charged with, in fact, Heather, can you figure out a way that I can go in my chambers and talk to Mr. Dvolsky and I'll get Mr. Haley back there? Will you do that for me? Have somebody help me out, please?
Yeah, I can have Will get a tablet to you if you want to do it that way, or
Yep.
okay.
All right. You're charged with failure to attend positive strategies program with 8-week follow-up and failure to pay fines and costs. I'll be happy to provide you with a lawyer. Would you like a lawyer?
Yes.
All right, we're gonna give you a lawyer. I'm gonna go on to one of these others. Call in Mr. Cayley. Mr. Osmond, which one do you have, sir?
John Barlow.
I don't have it. I don't have it. John Farley?
Barlow with a B.
Is that a civil infraction?
No, it was a driving while it's suspended, flat my case.
Oh, I'm sorry, Barlow, John Michael Barlow. Choose 3F241175. Your name?
Jeff Osmer, attorney for John Barlow.
I need to talk to you on that one, okay? With Mr. Davolsky.
Sure.
Your name?
John Barlow.
You're charged with driving on a suspended. Does he stand to waive formal rating?
Yes, sir.
He's going to plead to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive?
Yes, sir.
Is that what you want to do?
Yes.
If you do that, the possible penalties are up to 500 fines, 90 days jail, costs are all those. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Did you sign, read, and understand an advice of rights form here today?
Yes, sir.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights and there will be no hearing the trial. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Where's this traffic?
I do not know, Your Honor.
Heather, run his traffic record. To the charge allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, how do you plead?
Yes.
All right, were you in control of a motor vehicle on November 13 at 9:13 a.m.
Yes.
that was being operated on Telegraph and Breland?
Yes.
You allowed somebody to drive that was unlicensed. And that was you. Are you on probation or parole? Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No.
Please accept and suspend, dismissed. I don't usually get these. That's where I'm curious. Does he have a bad record or something?
Judge, he had, some.
I mean, I don't usually get them where they're saying recommend fines and costs. They know that's all I do on these.
Yeah, that's what I asked Mr. Allen, if you just put that on. He had some unresolved issues from 2019, which we already resolved them.
Do you have the traffic record back there?
I do. I just came up, Judge. You want me to have somebody run it down real quick?
Please.
Okay, hold on one moment.
Do you have it by chance?
No, I didn't have it.
Joni's running down with it right now.
I'll put in his word, which this works good to me.
I got it. So what?
No. Excellent. So there's some 2019.
Sometime.
Some 2019 matters in Brownstown, which resulted in his suspension. We just resolved those as well with Miss. So we go in front of Judge Hessen, so everything's being resolved today.
Okay. Anything else?
Nothing. Thank you.
Anything you want to say?
Look.
I'm gonna take a quick peek at it. Not that I don't believe you, I'm just gonna see. You don't have the best record, do you? Wow, what are you doing?
Getting my life back on track now.
Well, why was it off track before?
There was a lot,
Well, I need to know. Speak quickly.
honestly,
Mom,
I was on drugs and stuff. I got clean, I went to rehab, I've been clean ever since, I'm getting married, I got a great job. Everything's finally coming together.
100 fines, 200 costs, 75 victims' rights, $50 justice assessment, 4.25 in 90 days. At least you're on it. Thank you. All right,
Judge,
good luck. You're gonna
you're-
pay that now, right?
I'm good altogether.
4.25.
Yeah, I'm good now.
Everybody stay seated. Is Will bringing that down?
but no, Amy has your computer set up in your office, so I'm gonna go
Perfect.
ahead and put you in there right now
You
with
guys are
them.
gonna take care of that for me, right?
Yeah,
No,
I'm putting you in a
everybody stay
breakout
seated.
room right now with them. Yep.
Do we need to file the pay right now or do they know? Okay.
Amy, are you on the computer right now? Oh,
Huh?
which one is? That has to be it. Okay, I'm gonna put, I see you. Good morning, Miss Mullins Bailey. Can I help you?
Heather, she's here for me, for the
Oh,
judge.
okay, that's the one. Okay, perfect. I will keep her
Victim
out there,
statement.
Judge. Okay, perfect. Judge got
Thank
off the
you.
bench for a few moments. He's meeting with an attorney.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Hello, Heather.
Yes.
Do you know if my client's checked in there? Mohammed Hafiz.
I do not, the court officer. Mr. Hafiz, are you in the courtroom? Is there a Mr. Hafiz in the courtroom?
He answered yes, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
Well, I wish that was my pay grade, but no. Okay, there is.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, Mr. Crawford.
The hearing starts with what seems like a routine bond proceeding, but the tone changes almost immediately as the judge begins asking detailed questions about Nicholas Doyle, his living situation, and the people connected to the case. Defense counsel argues that Doyle is not a danger to the community, has steady employment, and wants to return to court to resolve the allegations. The attorney even suggests that the alleged victim might be comfortable with Doyle returning home. But the judge isn't convinced. Instead of focusing on convenience or employment, the judge makes one thing perfectly clear: protecting the alleged victim and the public comes first. As the hearing unfolds, the judge repeatedly stresses that court orders are not suggestions. They are commands that must be followed without exception. The courtroom grows noticeably more serious as every potential risk is carefully examined. The situation becomes even more intense when the prosecution outlines Doyle's criminal history and the circumstances surrounding the arrest. The court hears about previous assault convictions, an alleged violation involving firearms, and troubling statements that Doyle reportedly made about wanting police officers to kill him. Those details immediately change the direction of the hearing. The judge explains that the court cannot ignore allegations involving violence, weapons, and threats of self-harm. Instead of taking chances, the judge announces an extensive list of bond conditions designed to prevent any further danger. Doyle is ordered to have absolutely no contact with the victim, family members, or prosecution witnesses, stay at least 2 miles away from their home and workplace, surrender access to firearms, avoid alcohol and illegal drugs, attend recovery meetings several times each week, wear a GPS tether, and comply with continuous alcohol monitoring. Finally, the judge sets a $100,000 10% bond, making it clear that public safety outweighs every other consideration in this case. Just when the hearing appears to be over, Doyle makes one final request that catches everyone off guard. He tells the judge that he has been sitting in jail for several days without being allowed to shower or brush his teeth. Rather than dismissing the complaint, the judge pauses to address it directly.